Welcome to this episode of the Spellbound Saga. My name is Zach, and today I'm going to be talking to you about one of the villains from my book, Qualie. He's like this bear, cat creature that floats around with little bat wings on his back, and you might be wondering, what is this kind of thing doing in this story? This thing isn't relevant to any of the monsters that we've seen, any of the people that we've seen. There's nothing like that on Earth. What is this villain doing here? Well, I'm going to tell you all about it right now. So Qualie is a creature from billions of years ago or whatever. He was in love with this other creature from his planet. The girl he was in love with was summoned for a mission to go across the entire universe, spreading magic to every world that has conscious life on it. So Qualie has to watch his lover leave the planet to do a mission that is beneficial for everyone in the world. Everyone all throughout the universe. Like, he can't tell her not to go, but she does anyway. There are these other creatures, there's like 12 of them in total. Each one is producing a magical stone that they gift to a world with intelligent life on it. His girlfriend is off like spreading magic all throughout the universe, but Qualie is left at home on the home planet without her, and he curses the mission, the people involved with taking his lover away from him, and he curses the stones themselves that they see in this book. It's the curse that he put on the stones. Since the main characters are involved with collecting the stones, they're cursed. The stones are cursed, and the mission itself to collect the stones is cursed because Qualie, millions of years ago, cursed them. So Huba is captured by the mimics, and the mimics live on this island where no magic can exist. And while the mimics are there with Huba, she meets these creatures that have traveled throughout the universe to spread stones all across every world with conscious life. And she finds out that they've stopped their mission entirely. Because when they go back to other worlds where they've gifted them with stones and magic, every world that they've been to has destroyed itself. Using the magic or getting rid of the magic, one way or the other, is just a cursed mission, and they've given up. The last world that they went to was ours, Earth, and the one before that was Geode, where these stories mainly take place in. So they go back to Geode and bubble themselves away into an island where there's no magic, they're no longer producing these stones, they're just not doing it anymore, they've given up on their mission. Huba's there, and she finds this all out for herself. Qualie intervenes with the characters from Earth. Right after they go to the carnival and are on their way back to the van, time stops around them and Qualie says, hey, don't involve yourselves with these stones anymore or else I'm going to do something really bad to you. They ignore him, continue the mission with the stones as if they never even saw him. And when they do, their parents go missing, Laura goes missing, and Qualie comes after Dimitri. But Dimitri is able to break the curse on themselves by performing an act of love for Laura. Because this whole time, Dimitri has been very interested in Laura and would do anything to prove himself to her. So while she's kidnapped by Qualie, he announces that he loves her and that he won't let anything bad happen to her and that he's going to save her. She wakes up, says that she loves him back, and then everyone that they know that's been captured by Qualie wakes up and appears again in the real world. So Dimitri and Laura were the ones to break the curse on themselves. Earlier in the book, Shannon was able to break the curse on the stones. Shannon hinted at the ability to use love as magic when she teleported accidentally back home instead of to the Luinichi tree as she was supposed to do. So the third time we see someone perform an act of love during this whole mission, when Kea does basically a massive trust fall and drops from the floating city down to the ground below where Karsten is waiting and holding his arms out, hoping that he can just catch her or maybe just break her fall by using his body and sacrificing himself to let her live. Breaks all three of the curses that Qualie put on the stones, the mission, and the people involved with the mission. After that third act of love is performed, Qualie appears to them in like this long dragon form, which is probably maybe his real form, I don't know. But it bats the floating city out of the sky, which kills Chris because he's still in it, and it lands off into the desert and explodes. And that's when the Chosen have to use their powers to battle Qualie. So Qualie's whole deal is he placed a curse on the mission because the mission is what took his lover away from him. And he curses all the people throughout time and all these worlds. So many people have died because of his curse, that he couldn't be with the one that he loved, so no one can live. And then at the end of this story, Huba reunites Qualie with his lost love by communicating to it that Qualie still exists, breaking the curse because he's reunited with the love that is still here on Geo. So at the end of the story, Qualie's curse is broken and he's reunited with his love, just like Murdo and Huba have been reunited, and Dimitri and Laura have expressed their love for each other. Thank you very much for joining me. Maybe I'll see you next time. Maybe we'll talk about a hero next time, or maybe another villain, or maybe Marcella, who's kind of not really either. Tell me what you think in the comments below. By her simply Shannon was able to create an act of love somehow, but the person that I'm just going to refer to it as a person. The person that he was in love with. He's like this. They went there where this. Oh my god, that sounds so gross. Act of love. It's not that kind of story. After that,